just when I thought I was happy with my Bluetooth headset, Plantronics go and send me an email and offer me one of these. And this is, I'll start by saying, an absolutely beautiful piece of hardware. And this is the Plantronics Mark II. This is the review, mygreatphone.com. Okay, so what we have is, to begin with, a really beautiful Bluetooth headset. In terms of build quality, this thing is just very desirable. So we've got this nice, beautiful silver back, the normal sort of earpiece, and this really nice plastic white front. One of the nice things about this particular device, the Mark II, is the build quality. Everything feels very tight. The microphone's not exposed, it's hidden around the edges here. The buttons are very clicky. Everything just feels like it's been put in place very nicely, and the device feels like extremely high quality. In terms of functionality, it's very similar to the M25 that I reviewed not that long ago. We've got a power button, a power switch at the top here, which allows us to turn the device on and off. We've got this multi-function button here in the middle, and we've got another button around the side here. This button here controls volume. You press it to make it go louder, and then once it reaches maximum volume, we get a little audible beep beep in your ear. This button here is the multi-function button. This allows you to make calls and answer calls, and also to close calls, and I'll tell you more about that just in a second. And here's where we turn it on and off. This is the nice earbud. This will hold it in your ear. It does come with a clip that fits around the top, but I find it fits in the ear just really nicely like this, and it makes it very discreet, and that's on it nice and tight. We've got a really nice speaker, and it delivers absolutely fantastic video sound quality. In terms of battery power, on a full charge, we've got up to 7 hours of talk time, got up to 11 hours of standby time, and 180 days of deep sleep time. So very similar to the M25 that we reviewed not that long ago. The 180 days of deep sleep mode means that when you don't use this for a little while, effectively it turns itself off, but it's still able to access it and take the call on it, even in that off state. So you just, when you hear your phone ring, you quickly press it once, it wakes up and allows you to take the call before that call is ended, by just pressing this and bring it out of sleep effectively. It weighs in just 7 grams, although it doesn't feel heavier than that in a bad way, but it feels heavier than that in terms of quality because it is so thick and robust. What you also have is voice confirmations in your ear, so when you pair and things like that, there's a voice that tells you the state that particular action's in, and when you turn it on, you get a nice voice in your ear telling you how many hours of talk time you've got remaining, which is very good, especially when coming out of deep sleep mode and you've left it in the car and you want to know all about it. Now, one of the really nice things about this, which I never thought I'd hear myself saying, is just the packaging and some of the accessories that come with it. So here's the packaging. To begin with, it just looks like a box, but the moment you start to open it up, you realise just how quality it is, because everything just feels very stiff and like a lot of money has been spent. So to begin with, you pull this open, and you'll notice that the plastic's so thick that these tabs even stay open. Strange thing to be happy about, but there you go. Now, to begin with, the device would have been fitted in there. Then you get this kind of nice cardboard box. You open it and immediately it looks like quality. This is the kind of packaging you usually get on a tablet or a mobile phone. So there is your instructions, and there's loads of that, and probably a lot of that is to do with regulations and things that you should read regarding safety of using batteries, etc. And of course a user guide. But if you need a user guide to use a Bluetooth headset, then we have a problem here. You pull this away to take your headset out, and then underneath here is a rather strange looking USB cable. So to begin with, I thought to myself, okay, so we've got the standard micro USB connector there, and that'd be for charging and whatnot, and I was expecting to find a standard UK 3-prong plug adapter underneath here, but no. What I actually have is a car charger socket, that fits into the 12 volt, fine, and a USB connector, and look, they've been thoughtful enough to give you a USB cable to plug into the car connector, fine, but also there's a pass-through so that any other USB devices can carry on and be charged, which is fantastic, because one thing I find at this moment in time is that I've got way too many devices that need to use USB. We've got things like sat-nav, tablets, anything else that you particularly need to charge in your car. And I just thought that was a really nice touch to go with what is a really nice Bluetooth device, where they've really thought about the way that it's used and given you the accessories to be able to use it in its maximum amount of way, in the most optimal usage. What this also interfaces with, so if you've got a nice new phone like say the Nexus 4, you'd hold down this multi-function button here for a couple of seconds, I think it's 3 or 4 seconds, and you'll get the voice asking you to say the words call and then your recipient's name or telephone number, and it makes the call, so it's fully hands-free in taking the call. You don't need to press it on your phone at all. And a double tap on the multifunction button there will dial the last number, which is something that I do all of the time. So all in all, a really nice device. This is the Mark II. It's absolutely fantastic. It's from Plantronics, and it comes highly recommended. Thank you very much.